Ravi was a young boy. He lived near a vast jungle. The jungle was beside a sparkling river. Ravi's family had many sheep. They were fluffy and white. Ravi's job was to watch the sheep. He had to keep them safe. Ravi took the sheep to graze. They ate grass near the jungle. The jungle was full of life. Monkeys chattered in the trees. Birds sang beautiful songs. Other animals roamed around, but Ravi felt bored. He felt lonely too. Watching sheep was boring. Ravi wanted some excitement. He wanted to have some fun. He thought of a way to entertain himself, but it wasn't a very nice way. Ravi climbed onto a large rock. He wanted everyone to see him. He wanted everyone to hear him too. He took a deep breath and shouted, "Help! Help! A wolf is attacking my sheep!" His voice echoed through the jungle. Ravi laughed to himself. He thought it was a funny joke. He waited to see who would come. Ravi's plan worked. Animals heard his cries. They came rushing from the jungle. They wanted to help. Ravi smiled. He was happy with himself. He was no longer bored. A clever monkey swung down from a tree. His name was Miko. He lived in the jungle. Miko was worried. He wanted to help Ravi. "Where's the wolf, Ravi?" Miko asked. He looked around for the dangerous animal. Ravi started laughing. He couldn't stop himself. "There's no wolf. I just wanted to see if anyone would come." Miko frowned. He shook his head sadly. "That's not funny, Ravi," he said. "If you keep lying, no one will believe you when you're in real trouble." Ravi didn't care. He thought it was a great joke. He didn't listen to Miko's warning. The next day, Ravi played the same trick. He thought it was hilarious how everyone would come running, their faces filled with concern and worry. It gave him a sense of power, knowing he could make everyone drop what they were doing and rush to his aid. Little did he know, this was a dangerous game he was playing. He shouted even louder this time, his voice echoing through the fields. "Help! A wolf is attacking my sheep!" he cried out, his tone filled with fake panic. The animals, hearing his desperate call, came rushing from all directions, their hearts pounding with fear and concern. They came from the jungle, their movements swift and urgent. The birds flew overhead, squawking in alarm, while the land animals sprinted through the underbrush, their eyes wide with worry. They even came from the river, the aquatic creatures swimming as fast as they could. The fish darted through the water, and the turtles paddled with all their might, determined to reach Ravi and his sheep in time. They were all deeply worried about Ravi and his sheep. The thought of a wolf attacking was terrifying, and they wanted to do everything they could to help. Their faces were etched with concern, their hearts heavy with the fear of what might happen. Zara, a kind and wise dolphin, heard Ravi's cries, her sparkling blue eyes filled with concern as she listened to his desperate pleas for help. She knew she had to act quickly. She swam quickly to the riverbank, her sleek body cutting through the water with grace and speed. She was determined to reach Ravi and offer her assistance. Her sleek body glided through the water effortlessly, each movement precise and powerful. She was a picture of grace and determination, her mind focused on reaching Ravi as quickly as possible. When she finally reached the riverbank, she looked up at Ravi with concern. "Where is the wolf, Ravi?" Zara asked, her voice gentle but firm. She wanted to help, but she needed to know where the danger was. Ravi giggled, unable to contain his amusement. "There's no wolf, Zara. I was just bored," he admitted, his eyes twinkling with mischief. Zara sighed deeply, her heart heavy with disappointment. "Ravi, lying is dangerous," she said, her voice serious. "Trust is fragile. If you keep this up, no one will believe you when you truly need help." Her words were filled with wisdom and concern, hoping to make Ravi understand the gravity of his actions, but Ravi didn't care. He shrugged off her advice, indifferent to the consequences. He didn't realize the importance of trust and honesty and how his actions could have serious repercussions. He simply shrugged and went back to watching his sheep, dismissing Zara's concern as unnecessary. He still thought it was just a harmless joke, not understanding the potential danger he was putting himself and others in. He found the whole situation funny, laughing to himself as he imagined the animal's frantic reactions. His carefree expression showed that he didn't grasp the seriousness of his actions. Ravi didn't understand how serious lying could be. He didn't realize that by crying wolf, he was eroding the trust others had in him. One day, when he truly needed help, he might find himself alone with no one believing his cries for help. A few days passed. Ravi was watching his sheep. He was bored again. He wished he had someone to play with. Suddenly a dark shadow appeared. It came from the jungle. Ravi felt a chill run down his spine. He felt scared. A real wolf walked towards the sheep. It had sharp teeth. It had hungry eyes. Ravi's heart raced. He knew this was no joke. The wolf crept closer and closer. Ravi knew he had to do something. Ravi jumped onto the rock. He shouted as loud as he could, "Help! Help! A wolf is attacking my sheep!" Section 6. The Price of Lies. Miko heard Ravi's cries, but this time he didn't move. He stayed in the trees. "That boy is lying again," Miko muttered. He didn't trust Ravi anymore. Zara heard the cries too. She was swimming in the river, but she didn't go to help. "We've been fooled too many times," she thought. "He'll have to learn his lesson." No one came to help. Ravi was all alone. The wolf attacked the sheep. The sheep scattered in fear. Ravi tried to chase the wolf away, but the wolf was too strong. It was too fast. Ravi couldn't stop it. Section 7. A Change of Heart. This is a tale of transformation, of understanding, and of the lessons we learn from our mistakes. The wolf disappeared into the jungle, its dark silhouette vanishing among the thick trees. It was swift and cunning, a creature of the wild. It took a sheep with it, a prize it had been eyeing for days. The sheep struggled, but the wolf's grip was firm. Ravi sat by the river, his heart heavy with regret. He started to cry, tears streaming down his face, mixing with the river's flow. He felt sad and alone, the weight of his actions pressing down on him. The once vibrant world around him now seemed dull and lifeless. He realized he had made a big mistake. His lies had led to this moment of despair. Zara, who had been nearby, saw Ravi crying. She felt sorry for him. She swam closer, her heart aching for her friend. She had always known Ravi to be mischievous, but this was different. "What happened, Ravi?" she asked softly, her voice filled with concern. She wanted to understand, to help him through this. "The wolf came," Zara, Ravi sobbed. "It attacked the sheep. I tried to stop it, but I was too late." "No one came to help me?" he cried out, his voice echoing in the emptiness around them. He felt utterly hopeless, abandoned by those he had deceived. Miko, the wise monkey, swung down from the trees. He looked at Ravi with a mix of emotions, his eyes reflecting both sympathy and disappointment. He felt a little sorry for him, understanding the pain of learning a hard lesson. But he also knew that Ravi needed to hear the truth, but he also felt disappointed. Ravi's lies had caused this chaos, and trust, once broken, is hard to rebuild. "We didn't believe you because you lied to us, Ravi," Miko said gently but firmly. "Trust is hard to rebuild once it's broken, but every mistake is a chance to learn and grow," Miko continued. "You can change, Ravi. You can earn back our trust by being honest and true." Ravi looked up, a glimmer of hope in his eyes. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to make things right. This was his chance for a change of heart. Section 8. Trust restored. Ravi wiped his tears. He looked at Miko and Zara. "I'm sorry," he said. "I thought my pranks were harmless, but I see now that lying can have real consequences. I've learned my lesson." From that day on, Ravi never lied again. He worked hard. He protected his sheep. He treated the jungle animals with respect. He was always honest with them. Slowly, Miko and Zara started to trust Ravi again. They became friends. They knew he would never lie to them again. Section 9. The Importance of Honesty. In this chapter, we delve into a story that teaches us why honesty is a virtue we should all cherish. It's a tale about a young shepherd named Ravi and the lessons he learned about truth and trust. One day the wolf returned. Ravi saw it. His heart raced as he remembered the times he had cried wolf before, only to find no one believed him. This time the danger was real, and he felt a deep sense of dread. He knew he had to protect his sheep. He shouted for help. His voice echoed through the valley, filled with genuine fear and urgency. "Help! Help!" he cried out, hoping someone would come to his aid. "Help! Help! The wolf is back!" This time his cries were real. He was truly scared. He needed help. The sheep were in danger, and he couldn't fend off the wolf alone. This time his cries were real. He was truly scared. He needed help. He looked around desperately, hoping to see someone coming to his rescue. The fear in his eyes was unmistakable. Miko and Zara heard Ravi's cries. They paused for a moment, remembering the times Ravi had tricked them before, but something in his voice was different this time. It was filled with genuine fear and desperation. They knew he was telling the truth. They could sense the urgency in his voice. Without wasting another moment, they decided to help. They rushed to help him. Their hearts pounded as they ran towards Ravi, determined to save the sheep and their friend from the impending danger. They brought other animals with them. The news spread quickly, and soon a group of animals had gathered, ready to face the wolf and protect the flock. Together they scared the wolf away. They saved the sheep. Ravi thanked his friends. He was overwhelmed with gratitude, realizing the importance of their trust and support. He was grateful for their help. He understood that their belief in him, despite his past mistakes, was a precious gift. He had learned a valuable lesson. He realized that honesty is not just about telling the truth, but also about building trust and maintaining relationships. He had learned the importance of honesty. He understood that once trust is broken, it's hard to rebuild. But with genuine effort and sincerity, it is possible. He had learned that trust is precious. It is the foundation of all relationships, and without it, everything falls apart, and he knew he would never take it for granted again. From that day forward, Ravi vowed to always be honest, understanding that truth and trust go hand in hand.